Hello there and welcome to the first edition of Red Wine Leaf-Throughs. That's it. So today I was in a mood for some red wine, which is very popular here in Portugal. We're very renowned producers of red wine and also other kinds of wine. And I happily live in one of the regions in the north where some of the best wine is produced. You've probably heard of Porto wine. I don't appreciate it, but it's very well, much appreciated throughout the world. But that's not what brought me here. What brought me here is this set of books. You can't see them all, but almost all. And I'm going to live through all of them except one that I don't want to open, which is Spider-Man's Tangled Web. But I'll let you see the book, how it looks like. And you can start with it. Let's start with Spider-Man, why not? So, this is Tangled Web. It's like a mini omnibus, a hardcover edition. And here are the covers of the issues it collects. So these are the tales of the people caught within it, from common crooks to costumed creeps, innocent bystanders to would-be girlfriends, old rivals to new friends, irascible newspaper editors to sensational superheroines, all told by some of comics' most unique voices. So it collects Tangled Web 1 to 4 and Spider-Man's Tangled Web 5 to 22. So it's a lot of material here. No wonder the book is so thick. It doesn't say the authors that are involved. We just know that that's a set of different authors. We can look at the colors that the different volumes have different coloring, right? The pages are not even in their color. I could have Googled up and tell you what the creators were, but yeah, I didn't. You know me. It's all without script and without preparation. That's my thing. So just to tell you that all of these books that you're seeing, you can buy them at Deviant.fun.biz. Of course, I haven't still uploaded them to the shop, but it will be done probably today still after this video or something like that. So next in line, Stieg Larsson's The Girl Who blah blah blah. So we've got the girl who played with fire and the girl who kicked the hornet's nest. There's another one that we're missing still. We'll get it. I can't remember the name, but it's the girl who blah blah blah, like these ones. So let me start with the hornet's nest. Let me show you what's below the... Yeah, pretty cool. Simple but elegant. This is an edition by Vertigo, and it's an adaptation of Stieg Larsson's novels. And it says here that troubled genius hacker Lisbeth Salander fights for her life and livelihood. Lying in critical condition in a Swedish hospital room with a bullet in her head, should she recover, she'll be placed on trial for 3 murders. With the aid of Michael Blomqvist, crusading publisher for the magazine Millennium, she'll need to identify those in authority who have allowed the vulnerable like her to suffer abuse and violence. All the while, she must avoid further attempts on her life, while also seeking personal revenge against the man who tried to kill her and the corrupt government that nearly destroyed her. So, this is the back. It's got some shiny effects, cool shiny effects. This is highly popular, this series, not only the novels, but the adaptations for the graphic novel adaptations. So we've got the adaptation was by Denise Mina, the art is by Andrea Muti and Antonio Fuso, colors by Giulia Bruscano, and Patricia Mulvihill. Okay, so let's take a look at the artwork. I never read this, so I can't tell you anything about the story. So let's just leaf through and get the feeling of the book. I was expecting a more outdated artwork because of the covers. It does make them look old school, but the artwork is not old school at all. It is not great, but it's good. The coloring is what I don't like. It seems digital, and as you know, I don't like digital coloring, but still the book looks good. But it should be, since this is a novel adaptation, the biggest reward should be in the story. Since it's a novel, it has to be fairly well written and developed. So that's why I like so much novel adaptations, because you start up from something that is well developed and well matured, and you just gotta synthesize it a bit. Not synthesize it, I meant to condense it a bit, take out the extras, and add some extra, which would be the images, to make it more dramatic and etc. And of course enrich the experience. At least for me it enriches. So next one, The Girl Who Played with Fire. Let's see what's behind the sleeve. It should be fairly similar to the other one. Yeah, this is velvety, in case you're wondering. It's really it's got a real nice touch. It makes you want to throw the slipcover off and just have them like that to feel the same. It's like with mobiles, right? Having a cover for your mobile or feeling it raw, naked, it's way different. Oh, I like this artwork. This one I like. Incredible. Wow. Who's the artist? I didn't say the artists, but this is way better for my taste. Still Andrea Muti and Antonio Fuso, but we've got another name here, Leonardo Manco. The colors are by the same person, so I don't know why they didn't go with this kind of artwork in the first place, because it suits the book much better. It's way darker and harsh. Yeah, but this looks the same as the other. It's starting to get the same look as the other book. Okay, it was just those pages at first, but yeah, we've got some same style here again. It seems that they use that style for action scenes, at least for now it looked like it. Or it's just a different artist, and yeah, it comes differently. These are relatively thick trade paperbacks, so they should provide for a fulfilling reading experience. And the paper is good. It's not superb, but very good. These are good editions. Really well crafted books. Yeah. It seems to have been a good bet. Stieg Larsson's adaptation. Now let's move on to something, I don't know if it's older, because those graphic novels have been there for some time. Let's switch to Steve Niles, which is known for his horror comics. And it's also time for some red wine. You have to hydrate. It's good for your health. So this is Criminal Macabre Omnibus, the Cal MacDonald Mysteries. So Cal MacDonald is our main character. This is omnibus number 2. These are not easy to find, at least the whole collection. It's not that easy to get them. Unfortunately, that's the case. But we're trying to get them piece by piece, and hopefully get all the series. So we've got Steve Niles, Casey Jones, Michelle Madsen, Ben Temple-Smith, Nick Stakai, and yeah, let's keep it that way. There's more names there, but well, contents: Hairball, Feet of Clay, Two Red Eyes, The Trouble with Brains, The Creepy Tree, My Demon Baby, Cell Block 666, and Sketchbook on page 359. So this is a pretty thick trade paperback also, that's why they call it omnibus. Some people have been receiving some messages when about some videos that we have that say that they're omnibus, and they see that they're soft covers, and they say, well, this is not an omnibus. Well, and I keep explaining, an omnibus is a collection of volumes. A volume is a collection of single issues. So an omnibus doesn't have to be oversized, doesn't have to be hardcover. It's just a collection of typically 2 to 3 volumes. It depends. If we're talking Marvel omnibus or DC omnibus, then it's probably more. They're typically much thicker in volume, rounding 1,000 pages or so. So let's see what it says here about this omnibus volume 2. Unfortunately, it's not volume 1, but Cal MacDonald, one of the most unconventional detectives of all time, and his undead partner Moloch, face an army of new and evil monsters in this collection, featuring artwork by Kyle Hotz, Nick Stakai, and Casey Jones. It collects volumes 4 to 6, see, 3 volumes, I mean. The one-shot story Feet of Clay, The Creepy Tree, and The Trouble with Brains from My Space Dark Horse Presents, and Hairball from Dark Horse Presents. So 3 issues plus some extra stories. Yeah, that's nice to have. We like extras. We won't say no to extras. What is this? It's the glue that came out. Yeah, that's the thing with trade paperbacks, thick trade paperbacks. They're due to this kind of stuff happening. Okay, let's take a look at the artwork. For those of you like me who don't know, okay, let's put it closer like that. I like the artwork, must say I do. It has a touch of classic, but with modern colors. It doesn't. It's funny that the colors don't really strike as horror theming. Here they do, but there's some vibrant colors at the mix, so it's not all dark. So this is for fans of horror and murder and the supernatural, and we know that Steve Niles knows how to do it. So he probably nailed it here too, and I think he did, because there's so many content. Criminal Macabre has lots of volumes. That's why they started putting them out in omnibus format. Yeah, I think I like this. Definitely. It reminds me of Mike Mignola artwork, right? Even the coloring, though it usually it's not him that does the colors, but still. Yeah, we can see that the artwork is a little bit different, the colors are a little bit different as the issues progress, but it all looks very nice to me. I don't know about what you think, but this looks very cool. It's a pity that it is a format slightly shorter in height than a usual trade paperback. Yeah, it's ungluing here too. I'll have to replace it. It happens. Next one, another series that we don't know. By the way, I'm going to stop saying that because everything we ordered was just because we wanted it in the shop because it was new, and also new in terms of reading experience. They're series or novels that we didn't know before. So this Wayward series is something new. Also, String Theory is the name of Volume 1. It's a nice trade paperback. It has some engravings here that you probably can't notice in the camera, but it's got some special touch. So this is by Zub, Cummings, Rauch, Bonvillain and Dillon. So story by Jim Zub, line art by Steve Cummings, and then 5 different colorists. Yeah, it takes 5 colorists for one penciler. Okay. Let's see the summary. So Rory Lane is trying to start a new life when she reunites with her mother in Japan, but ancient creatures lurking in the shadows of Tokyo sense something deep within her, threatening everything she holds dear. Can she unlock the secrets of her power before it's too late? And it says here, if Wayward isn't the next Saga, it will be a damn criminal shame. So Saga, this is by Bleeding Cool. Saga, as you know, is Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples' super hit. The hit that followed The Last Man on Earth. I think I'm saying it wrong. The Last Man on Earth. The last... Yeah. It's not sounding correct, but... Japan. 128 million people plus me. Yeah, that's a lot of people. So let's take a look at the artwork. It seems to try to appeal to younger audiences. I'm not sure. The protagonist is quite new, is a teenager, and the characters that I'm seeing here are also. So this is probably aimed for, especially for, let me correct the zoom that I messed up a bit ago. Okay. And you already know, because you're not dumb, when I say it's targeted for a young audience, doesn't mean that mature audiences won't like it. In fact, it has nothing to do with the fact that it's targeted for younger audiences, because they're not dumb either. So the books have to have some quality to appeal to them. It's just that the characters will probably look younger. But the stories have to be compelling, otherwise they won't sell. It's the same market rule, either it's YA or mature content. So the artwork is very competent, I would say. The coloring is okay. I like the palette, it's very rich. Like this panel here. So it's 5 colorists, so they better show some work. Okay, so this should combine some horror with fantasy. There's probably murder involved, I'm not sure. So next, we've got Mr. Well, next, and until the end it will... Oh, I think not, but almost. We've got Mr. Garth Innes, and you all, if you've been following us, you already know that we're suckers for Garth Innes, and me particularly. So, got some special deals on these 2 books. This one is World of Tanks, inspired in the video game. So it's about war, so they thought, okay, who's good to write this? And only one name rose, Garth Ennis, of course. If you're thinking about war, who are you going to think about except Garth Ennis to write an excellent war story? It has to be him. It has to be Garth Ennis, because the man can write. Pretty cool artwork, I like this. It's not super sharp, it's a bit, it's not sketchy, but grained. And the faces don't have much detail. I wouldn't mind if they had more detail, of course, but they still look good. And it's cannons blazing, tanks roaring, as expected. And if we've got Garth Ennis in the writing, I'm expecting the plot to be good and to be details about the maneuvers, etc., etc., that make sense and that will actually teach you something about war. God of Battles, inspired by the globally popular online game World of Tanks, writer Garth Ennis and artists Carlos Esquerra and PJ Holden present an action-packed story of armored combat in World War II. It's 1 month after the D-Day. A rookie British tank unit faces the acid test of battle in the fields and hedgerows of northern France. Facing them are the veterans of Germany's panzer armies, whose Panthers and Tigers completely outclassed the Cromwells and Shermans fielded by the British. For one Cromwell crew in particular, salvation might lie in the unusual nature of their tank, Snakebite. But with the German big cats on the prowl and unremitting carnage spreading across the Normandy countryside, the chances of anyone getting out alive are looking increasingly slim. So this collects issues 1 to 5 of the Dark Horse comic series World of Tanks Rollout. Oh, it's a Garth Ennis, so nothing more to say about this than to expect a very good comic. This one, we were in doubt if we should buy it. The ratings aren't that good, but still it's Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows once again, and I've liked everything they've done together. So I couldn't miss on this one, and the price was inviting. So, the ultimate soldier meets his destiny in a tale from the creator of Preacher. Deep in the mountains of Afghanistan, a dozen Russian special forces soldiers race their British opponents for a secret neither of them can imagine. The Russian leader, a war-weary colonel, don't they say it colonel? Okay, I didn't know it was written with L, who knows no other life but conflict, carries old ghosts that refuse to let him be. But the battle that awaits him deep in this ancient land will change his life forever and send him on a violent journey no sane man would contemplate. So the ultimate soldier meets his destiny in 303 from Garth Ennis, Preacher, The Boys, and Jason Burrows, Alan Moore's The Courtyard, Warren Ellis' Cars, etc., etc. Jason Burrows has been working with Garth Ennis a lot in these war comics. So look at this. Jason is an excellent artist. Just take a look. Well, at least if the story isn't that good, I've got good artwork to admire, because I really like Jason Burrows. Yeah, and I like the choice of colors. It does go with Afghanistan. They cry out Afghanistan desert, dry mountains, dry plains with an E. We've got shoppers here. I wasn't talking about planes, but planes. I don't know if it should be pronounced differently. I can't pronounce it differently. Very interesting. So we've got the typical, it's not the first time that Garth does this. He's got some guy who's in command, but he's struggling with his inner self. And at the same time, the world is falling apart around him, and he has to get a hold on himself and make sure his men don't go down the drain. And I think it's a good formula. I would stick to it also if I was a comic creator. It adds another dimension, and it's not just shooting and explosions and etc. We've got to have some drama, right? So, yeah, Garth again. You're right, we're trying to finish our Punisher Max complete collection. We're missing one book, I think. So this is volume 2 and volume 5. We've got, what do we have? I forget the numbers. We've got 1 and 2, so we're missing, 1 and 3. So we're missing volume 4. And then I think it's complete. I don't think there's a volume 6. Yeah, my memory sometimes plays some tricks on me. Better drink some wine. So Garth is not just known as one of the best comic writers in scene nowadays. That's my words, but yeah, I think they're quite undisputable. But he's known for having written the best Punisher stories. My words again. Sorry if you don't agree. So this, together with the omnibus, we have because it's gone. Yeah, and we don't know if we can get another one. Let's see. It was hard to find that one, but sometimes it resurfaces, the Garth Punisher omnibus. Sometimes it appears again. And then there's the Punisher Max Omnibus 2, Volume 1 and 2. I'm not talking about the Punisher Max, but the Punisher Garth Omnibus only. So the art is by, oh, I forgot. So we've got Garth Elizabeth Braithwaite, and Fernandes. What? But isn't Elizabeth a colorist? Ah, it's not Elizabeth, it's Dougie Braithwaite. But there's a colorist that I think is Braithwaite too, or the name is very similar. Okay, I was getting confused. Inks by Bill Reynolds, colors by Raul Trevino. Sorry, Raul. Mother Russia. Okay, look at this artwork, and these colors. This is what Garth needs to make a book shine like 10 billion stars. This just melts your eyes. And it's The Punisher. The Punisher by one of my favorite authors in comics. So I gotta have this for myself someday. For now, it's for you guys, but I want them too. And there's some, they could be called omnibus. Look at this. They're complete collections. Complete collections are always super thick too, so it's no surprise. Just by seeing it I want to read it straight away, but I can't. First I've gotta get them for myself. So volume 5, let's see. Does it say anything about... in this volume, Frank Castle will be in Mexico, Philadelphia and Louisiana. is left with 6 hours to live, that means he has time to kill. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. He will face unspeakable horrors and ride shotgun with a lady whose little black book is filled with dark secrets. He'll cut through New York City's underbelly in search of the one gang member that got away. And he'll be a force of nature on the high seas, but he'll never escape his past, as 5 stories take an unflinching look at what really happened the day Frank Castle's family died and the Punisher was born. So it collects annual 2007, Punisher Force of Nature, Punisher Little Black Book, Punisher 2004 61 to 65, and Frank Castle Max 66 to 75. Written by Dwayne Swerzinski, Mike Benson and more, illustrated by blah 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 blah. Okay. And so, last but not least, we've got Mr. Warren Ellis paired up with Paul Duffield on his Freak Angels series, which dates from 2008. It was put out by Avatar Press. Some more red wine, sorry, my throat is beginning to itch. Okay, so let's take a look at the summary, because it's really well summarized. 23 years ago, 12 strange children were born in England at exactly the same moment. 6 years ago, the world ended. This is the story of what happened next. Okay, so post-apocalyptic scenario with beautiful rendering. Look at this. Look at this art, look at these colors, the shade work done here. Oh, I love these dim colors. For me, I don't know, I'm a sucker for dimmed colors. When the colors are too vibrant, it's like the equivalent to noise and music. You know, if it's too vibrant, it's noisy for your eyes, for my eyes, I mean. So I really like the palette. It's so soft. It's so soft, so soft. So Warren Ellis is a creator that I've grown to appreciate. I don't like everything he does, I have to be honest. But he's a damn good writer. He's not on my top 5 or even top 10, but I have a lot of respect for his work. And I've been really enjoying seeing his Castlevania adaptation on Netflix. Though the show is not superb, it is very, very entertaining. And in part is due to the story being interesting. And especially the characters. The main character and his companion, they have very different characters, different ways of thinking, but still they play together very well. And then we also have the main vampire, well, at least starting from season 2, which evolves quite a lot, and there are other side characters that grow and grow and grow as the series goes on, so that's what makes it interesting. Some characters lose their importance, but others take their place in terms of size in the plot. So I like it when it happens. It's a bit like Game of Thrones, right? Most of its success comes from that, having lots and lots of characters who evolve, and from one moment to another they just become huge when they were just sidekicks. Okay, and this concludes our haul. There will be another small box of books coming this week, so expect another video soon. Let's get Spidey here on top. Hey Spidey, but Spidey reflects a lot. I'm going to take him out. Sorry Spidey. You're too shiny. So, hope you have enjoyed the art. and that we've shown you things that you don't know or didn't know, or were happy to relive. If we've done that, then we're happy for you. And you know, you can buy all of these books except this one because it's damaged at Deviant.fun.biz. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook or both. And if you like these videos, the reviews that we keep doing and these leaf-throughs, please like the videos, and more important than that, subscribe the channel. It will help us grow, and we'll very much be appreciative of that. And it will give us strength to continue doing this for you, because this is for you. Also for promoting the shop, of course. I don't want to be a hypocrite here. But yeah, but we really like sharing this stuff with you guys. So, thank you for watching, and until the next video, be very happy, have excellent reads, stay safe, and until the next video. Deviant Fun out in 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.